Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today we're going to be looking at a game that I absolutely 1v9'd. This is a pub on my Smurf. It's my rank 16 Smurf, so no, it's not a 3K Smurf. You don't have to go post this on Reddit, please. Don't post it on Reddit. I would really appreciate that. But it was a weird game because I'm laning against SF, right? And SF is a really hard lane. Right, SF is a really hard lane because Shadow raises, and my position 4 is an Earthshaker. Like, what in the world does Earthshaker do? And this guy didn't even drag waves for me, so I was left to the wolves in the early game. And you can see at minute 6, minute 7, I am the lowest net worth core in the game, nearly the same net worth as the enemy Dark Willow position 4. I am poor. I don't know how their supports are so farmed, but I am poor. Right? However, all of a sudden in minute 10, I'm top net worth. I'm going to show you how I turn that around, right? What decisions enable me to do that. All of a sudden at minute 15, I'm top net worth by 500 gold. My other cores aren't having the greatest of games, but whatever. It is what it is. Minute 20, I'm 3k gold ahead of the second highest core. At minute 30, things get even more drastic. A 4k lead, 5k lead here. And so yeah, I just want to honestly... The reason why I'm on this Smurf is so I can practice heroes I'm not fully comfortable with. Brood is a hero that I want to master. Even if it gets nerfed, I'd like to be comfortable on it for the future. And because I do think it will get nerfed, unfortunately. But, yeah, let's get into it. Let's hop into the game. So, main thing here to consider about SF, the SF matchup, is it's pretty rough, right? The raises punish you pretty hard. Overall, you have to be very careful about getting triple raise. And that's what I need to worry about. For instance, here, I decided to take the risk of getting 2 raises and even considered webbing through the trees. But basically, the key to Brood is even when you take damage now, you can still run through trees, right? So I'm going to kite in and out of this tree line if I really need to. I don't even think I honestly do that perfectly or well at all in this lane. But yeah, I start with a wand build. And the reason why I go for a wand build this game is I felt that I just wanted to stat up just to make sure I could trade on my level 2 with Insatiable Hunger, which maybe was stupid because with Earthshaker, it's very hard to trade. He doesn't really add much. Fisher is just mediocre at best, right? In terms of trading in the lane, it just doesn't do that much. Yeah, so basically, I have to play very defensive, which is why my first items are Wand Branches, and then after Wand Branches, I'm going to go for Tangos and then chew Mangoes. The Mangoes aren't actually that much for mana regen. They're more, or mana, even though I can use them for mana at some point, and will, because, you know, Brood has severe mana problems. I'm actually largely buying them for HP regen, because they're the most effective HP regen item you can buy. Just for some perspective, the only other item that comes close is Ring of Regen, right, which is 175 gold. However, it's 175 gold for 1.2 HP regen. That is more expensive than, right, 130 gold on Mangoes is 1.2. 45 less gold for 0.05 less HP regen. There's basically no reason to ever buy Ring of Regen first, unless you had a very specific intent on upgrading it into a pipe, which I could, but then I'm losing out on the later benefit of, you know, consuming the Mangoes for mana, which I want to do at some point, and it's just slightly more cost effective. So, do I think Mangoes are completely broken? No, but I do think that they're very strong. I don't think they're completely OP on Brood because I don't need the mana too much. They're way better on heroes like Visage that needed a bit earlier on. But just to talk about early laning mechanics, I don't want to lane this lane. Right? And what I mean by that, anytime I say that, is I'm going to be pulling creep aggro, right? Like crazy. Anytime I identify that this is a bad matchup, and you have to be able to do this if you want to be a good player. Look, I pull creep aggro, and I hit. Did you see me hit there? I hit so that the creeps follow me and don't turn around. And now I even drag under a tower. I just didn't want to get contested by the SF, even though I didn't bring it further enough under. But I didn't want to get contested. I know this shoves the wave in, which makes it kind of a questionable decision, but I just didn't want to contest him. And so you'll see over and over again. Aggro, hit, run. I aggro back, and then when it's off the creep wave... Actually, I'll just explain this a little bit better. So basically, right, I'm going to aggro once. It's not going to pull it further enough back. Right, that distance between these creeps and these creeps are not large enough for me to run away with the wave. You usually have to do aggro twice to do that. So I'm going to aggro onto the back side of my creeps, and then once the creeps are on the back side of my creeps, I can aggro and hit, and then run away with the wave. Yes, you'll be sacrificing the range creep if you do this, but, well, not always actually. Like in this case, that's not the case. But yeah, I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that because once again, I don't want to have to play up. I don't want to have to tank raises and get bushwhacked. That's, you know, the last thing I want to have happen. I will say maybe we could have run at the SF a little bit here, but if we mess up and I get bushwhacked and triple raised, it's not going to feel that good. So I have to be a little bit careful about that. And just for some perspective, the only time I get aggressive in this lane, and you know, to be fair, Brood could get aggressive on SF if like the position 5 is a weak hero, right? If the position 5 was a weaker hero, a hero with less disable, then I would consider committing like a Rubik or maybe like a Chen or something like that, right? These types of heroes, maybe I would commit, but only when the SF and the Hoodwink cast their abilities, use their disables on the Earthshaker, do I commit in, and that was really nice. I was so glad that they made that play, because my lane is obviously really, really tough, really hard. So that return kill is massive in terms of my XP, and so on. Honestly, I was so frustrated with this guy. I didn't honestly say anything. I maybe could have communicated better, but he was just sapping my XP like crazy. I was like, holy shitzer. Holy! You're not doing, like, he just fakes 2 Fishers, saps 3 creeps. It's like, he doesn't do anything with levels. I need level 6 desperately, as fortunately we get a good gank here. This is a good rotation from the Mirana, so shout out Mirana. Worked out. Nice kill. Beautiful play, right? Great play from her. Good identification that SF is a hero that can be ganked very easily. And the reason why I opted to rush Mana Boots here is I felt that I was going to play to dodge the lane, right? So the other thing you can do is rush Orb of Corrosion because you have a lot of kill threat at level 1, right? 35 bonus damage and 40% lifesteal. Most heroes can't trade into that. That's why it's a 40-second cooldown. It's a really OP ability. And then this spell is a pretty high damage nuke that for 6 seconds, which is a long time, slows for 25%. And on top of that, it gives a 40% mischance. So it's really good when it comes to manning up, right? This ability is incredibly good when it comes to manning up. Your level 3 spike against a lot of heroes is a winning trade, actually, right? You can win the trades, even if you run through the creep wave. I don't really feel like I could do that in this lane, so I didn't. And so I rushed Mana Boots. Instead of going for like a Corrosion, I just played for my more of a level 6 timing. Right, what I mean by that is when I hit level 6, I'll have Mana Boots so I can spam my Qs more. Same thing here. I'm going to be rushing Wraith Pact. I think I honestly should have went Soul Ring. I personally like going the Soul Ring. I don't like rushing Wraith Pact. I feel like you have mana problems, because I kind of messed up my webs here. But, yeah, I'm going to clear the wave, and all of a sudden, 1 SF kill. Yeah, my team's 2k down, and things are not great, but 1 kill on the SF, and the lane shifts, right? And this is the beauty of Brood, and that's the reason why you don't have to... That was so bad that I let him call those spiders. Thankfully, he didn't get any spins. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Yes. But what was I saying? I got lost in my faith. Yeah, but the big thing is that's why you don't need to worry too much about losing the lane. You know, I have an Earthshaker. He'll have impact mid game. I'll have impact on my 6. I just have to not feed. And that's what I did. I didn't feed. I bought my boots first item so I could run around and dodge. I pulled creep aggro like crazy, so I at least did okay. Right, I did okay. And now when Axe shows up, it's a very simple game plan. I'm just going to cut the waves, right? I'm going to watch the minimap. I'm watching him. I know he doesn't have Blink. He has Vanguard. My team decided to gank him here, which is kind of crazy, but... So we set up the gank, but I'm dodging him. I'm just farming. You know, I'm going to clear every camp possible. Very simple game plan. Obviously, when we gank him here, I will not be using my Spiderlings. I shouldn't even have put them close. This was a bit of a risky play, but as Mirana died... Honestly, a good play on the Axe to get a kill there. Yeah, okay. From there, all you're looking to do is stay in your lane. Well, that's not true. I will say the biggest weakness, I think I made a Brood video earlier, but this one was like particularly special, so I wanted to make another. I know it's like kind of meh, but whatever. You know, hopefully you guys enjoy these regardless if I'm repeating a hero or anything. Yeah, okay. The main thing I'm looking to do is either collapse on mid, which I considered this game. I think I almost did it at some point. Or look to take the tier 2, right? Because honestly, you can. If you have enough spiders built up, you can threaten their tier 2. If they don't have a hero that easily kills spiders from, like, full, then I can do that. And they don't have that. You might be like, oh, Axe. He's not going to catch me off guard. And the only time he caught me earlier was because I was pushing the tower, so I, like, kind of pushed my limits and messed up. But it doesn't have to be close. Like, it will never be close. So as I ship out, this is where I think I decided I needed a Soul Ring. It's so mad playing. If you're like really free farming, it's so sad not playing with Soul Ring. But yeah, we're gonna cut up the waves. Right, Axe comes over, we dodge him, we farm up all the camps, and we're just playing to out-farm him, right? We're just playing to out-farm him. He's kind of chasing us around. We're just gonna ignore him. He's gonna cut up, he's gonna farm some waves, farm some camps, but we'll just ignore him and cut all the waves around, right? So I'll go farm up this camp afterwards. kill the wave, and I'm not really paying attention to what's going on around me. I will say the one thing I wish I considered faster and did is collapsed on mid. Lina is a hero that doesn't do well against Brood. It's very easy to dodge LSA, and I have plenty of disables to set up for my Spiderlings running in. So I will say the one thing I wish I did is when Axe showed here, I'll go back a second, I think this would have been really high skill. So when Axe shows here, instead of running towards him or cutting the next creep wave, I book it to mid, and I do one of two things. I pressure this tower, or I kill the Lina. Because honestly, I know she's going to TP back mid. Where else is she going to TP, right? And I can set up for a kill on her, because my spiders are huge right now. I've maxed out Silk and Bola. 45% slow, 50% miss chance. I'm probably going to solo kill her, right? Her movement speed isn't too high. What is it? It's not 330. That's a bug. Is it really only 340 with 7 stacks? Really? No way. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Really? Okay, I don't know. And so yeah, I will say I think my biggest lacking as a Brood this game was just not looking to collapse mid early enough. For instance, my team took a fight here. I'm not too mad about my decision. Honestly, them taking a fight and they take like an even fight. My Ember buys back or whatever, but we kill the Axe, we kill the Willow. It's a 2-for-2 trade. You know, their SF's farming, I'm farming. But I was okay with this, particularly because my carry's a Dawnbreaker, so she's just going to get active. I don't know how she still has ult, but that's besides the point. The big thing is I take the tier 2. 13 minutes in, huge influx of gold for me and my team. Most importantly, though, is the outpost for vision purposes and XP purposes, right? The outpost, I don't know how much it gives, but it gives XP per, I think, 2 minutes. I can't remember. But it gives XP every so often. So basically, taking the outpost is massive. It makes it much harder for people to set up and kill you. And on top of that, you're constantly getting XP. But as I said earlier, and we'll say again, I think I just didn't show up mid enough. For instance, here, the Lina wasn't paying attention to shit, right? She wasn't watching at all. You know, the Axe blinks in to kill my spiders, but that kind of baits them in. And so we're able to get a really nice fight going here. Unfortunately, my team couldn't commit in. So we couldn't get too much more. No, I think Ember finishes the Hoodwink. Yeah, so Ember finishes the Hoodwink. And that's what I mean. It's very easy for me to collapse mid. It takes no time. If I can push in the creep waves and I'm farming this camp, or this camp, which I often will be, I should shift over. And I could have been way more active about doing it this game. You know, you can wait for the Wraith Pact, which is kind of a reason not to buy the Soul Ring. If I can get my Wraith Pact in minute, 13, 14, and I can show up mid with that, I'm going to own the fight regardless, right? I'm going to own the fight no matter what. So that is something for me to keep in mind. If I'm not having mana problems, then I can play around that. But once again, little fight breaking out here. They go in, we cast our spells, slow, nuke, keep the Axe in place. He'll not die to his Slight. I actually don't know how he didn't hit him with the Slight there. We'll clean up the Axe, easy. We'll chase onto the Willow. And here, the main thing I was watching is if my team was going to shift over. I realized that they kind of weren't, so I tried to clean up the Willow kill. Maybe went a little bit too far. Oh, no. My Mirana was communicating that he was going to TP in. I couldn't remember, but yeah, he was like pinging or something. I remember it because someone was telling me to chase. And I was like, all right, sure, I can chase. I'm playing Brood, And I kite the trees, kite in and out, get the kills. Beautiful, right? We're in a great spot. Then after that, we're going to farm it up, heal up with our Q, heal up with our Vlads, build up our army again, right? Just slow down the pace of the game. We already took no, we didn't take the mid-tier one. I will say the one thing I could have, I don't know, how did my team die here? Because sometimes it's like, oh, I should be here, but I don't know. I think my team just sucks. How does this guy die? Oh, okay. This guy died in the most stupid way. How do you die to that? This guy's respawning in 1 second. Surely you expect him to TP to the tier 3 and try to kill you. Come on. Come on. You can't die to that. Come on. And then this guy. What happens to this guy? I can see why they did it. To be fair, if I'm there, maybe we kill them all. So I won't blame them too much. That's for something. For instance, something I could show up to. To be fair, my courier died, so I didn't get my Wraith Pact. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll just reset my spiders, get my army up, and my team should pay more attention and just not go in because I'm not there. But in pubs, you can never really think like that. Like at a pro level with like a coordinated team, you could argue they should pay more attention because you can communicate as well. But like I never expect these guys to watch the map. I just don't. Even at rank whatever, 300, 400, just people's map awareness just sucks. Humans are humans. Which, you expect some humans to be better than others, which is true in Dota. There's ranks or whatever. But, yeah, I think I could have just shown up mid a little bit earlier. But either way, we get a Wraith Pact now. We're very close to pipe 2, right? I almost have a 18-minute pipe. And you might be like, oh, why? The pipe doesn't keep alive the spiders this game because of Axe Call. It's just for the rest of the damage. You know, I just want to buff up my team. I maybe could have gone a different build. I will admit, I probably could have just went Axe this game. And the reason why I say that is the pipe's not insanely good. You know, it's solid. It's solid, right? It makes you so tanky. It makes your AoE team fight so good. And every comp is going to have a good amount of magic damage where the active is going to put in work. And just for instance here, right, with this hood, I am so tanky. Like, you'll see this game, my survivability this game is insane. There's this late game team fight that is crazy. Like, crazy. They go on me, and it's not even close. Like, they gank me like 4 or 5 heroes. I don't know what crack this SF's on. I don't know what this guy's on. What is this guy on? How does he think he can walk up to me? If you don't understand how Brood works, Silken Bola makes everything that hits do 9 bonus damage. That includes every single Spiderling. So basically, you always want a Silken Bola, otherwise your Spiderlings don't do any damage. That's how it works. And my team takes a fight top. Whatever, they die. Kind of goes poorly. Thankfully, we kill the SF, and now, honestly, they don't have TPs or something. Yeah, the Lena's low, so she has to heal. The Willow doesn't have TP. Hoodwink doesn't have TP. I assume they didn't have TP. Even if they did have TP and they set up on me, I don't even think I would die. I have so much health and magic resist, a wand, Wraith Pact, Hood active. So I'm just ignoring it, to be honest. I'm like, I don't care if you guys are here. I don't think you can even kill me. Axe was respawning. I'm like, okay, maybe Axe can kill me. But yeah, we're just going to farm up. And this is where I'm on the fence. I'm honestly on the fence. I think I could have started to look to clear mid-wave. For instance here, I think instead of running down and clearing this, I should run mid. And the reason why is then I could connect with my team potentially. Because, like, they don't have mana boots. But they don't have, like, BKBs yet. So I'm honestly, besides Lena, so I'm honestly pretty OP with my Wraith Pact. Like, my impact in these team fights is going to be pretty OP. Like, pretty OP. I'll keep it real. However, I go down here to, like, farm up my Spiderlings, but this is probably shit. Because I could cut the mid-wave that's right here right now. It's right here. And then if a fight does happen, I can connect. Because my team's going pretty psycho. They're fighting. You know, they're doing their Tundra, Mirana position 5 combo. This guy's also buying Wraith Pact, which is, like, crazy that he didn't think I'd buy it on Brood or something. I don't know. But 2 Wraith Packs not even that bad. I'm going to keep it real. This item's so broken that I'm pretty sure you can buy 2 Wraith Packs and it's not even that bad. Oh, yeah. Was this the play? Yeah, this shit's so funny. I don't know if... Is this really get team wiped? I think they disengage off this one. There's 2 instances of this. Oh, no, maybe this was the one. Look at they ganked me. Look at this shit. It's so pathetic. I have 2,600 HP with status resist. My magic resist is 55% because Pipe gives you 30% magic resist, which is insanely high. Hooded Defiance only gives you 18. Pipe gives you 30. Alright, so they go on me here. I pop down the Wraith Pact. I put it on top of myself so they can't really click it, at least not right away. We're just chilling. I'm going to pop my Pipe, make sure my Earth Shaker doesn't die to Willow. Like, look at that, right? The Willow's committed on him. Can't kill him right away. Has to commit. You know, he ends up taking him down, but he had to commit really hard for it, right? Had to spend an extra, like, whole second trying to kill him, which is a big deal. And then, yeah, they just get hardcore baited in. Lena has to hard commit. SF commits. We just take them all out, right? And that's the thing about this Brood build. If you can hit these timings, people will go on you because it's like, oh, you'll kill the Brood. We'll kill the Brood. No problem. We'll kill the Brood. You're not going to kill the Brood. I have 40 HP regen and a bajillion resistance. You know what I mean? And I have a People's Gift, which gives me 300 HP. And then we take the racks. Okay, I feed here. My B. They have a lot of stuns. You know, it's fine. I shouldn't have walked up there. I'm pretty invincible as long as I have 1 teammate behind me. That's not true. There was a Shaker behind me. Alright, it took them forever to kill me anyway. But we pick up our Halberd now, which is pretty banger. Halberd this game makes me completely unkillable because then I have a disarm for the 2 range scores that they have and evasion. And upgrading the Halberd gives you even more status resist. This gives you 12. I think Halberd brings you up to 18 or 16. So it's really nice. Like, I'm untouchable at this stage of the game. So yeah, I TP back bottom. All I'm looking to do here is keep putting bottom pressure. I will say I think I could have connected to my team earlier, or they could have connected to me. Either kind of would have worked. I will be honest, I think we could have done either, as the enemy team is 4k up at this point in the game, which is kind of funny. As SF tries to kill my Spiderlings. He's doing it. He's killing them eventually. He's not killing them that fast, but he's killing them eventually, as unfortunately some of them die off there. My Pipe didn't make it. But we bait a bunch of information, right? And that's the key thing that I do here. Right? That's the big thing I'm doing here. I'm sending myself bottom, and I'm sacrificing some spiders, which I probably fed more than I had to. But But the big thing is that now we know where they are. They showed on a couple heroes, so my Ember can feel comfortable to push out mid. Mirana can farm up top a little bit. Dawn can farm the triangle if she wants. You know, if we want to get active, we can smoke to bottom, right? Because we have a good amount of info, and that's what I'm looking to do, right? Now, in terms of the Aether Lens, it just helps you cast Silken Bola, especially the reason why I would buy it now is I also hit level 20, so I have AoE Silken Bola, which is really powerful. So really just a big slow, big miss chance, and you know, even spawn spiderlings is kind of how I'm playing these fights. I'm kiting out, and I really want Octarine Core to lower the cooldown of all my active items and abilities. It's very powerful. The other item I could have bought was Ags. I felt like we had a good enough amount of control, and there's no real blink I need to cancel. I guess Axe, but I don't know. I could have went for that build. Here I think I connect. Do I connect him here? Is where I connect? I think I was like, oh, my team's gonna keep fighting top. I need to connect. Oh, this was hilarious. This guy must not. I want to see his camera perspective. Was he not paying attention? Oh, he didn't even see me. He's like, oh shit. That's what I mean. I have like aura items, and I'm just solo killing their carry. Now, to be fair, this guy, he's not even poor, right? He's top 3 net worth. Lina goes on me. That's a joke. Nice Laguna Blade, kiddo. They try to kill me like this. I just don't care. I'm like, I know you guys can't do shit. I am completely invincible. At this point, I want them to go on me. Like, I'm happy if they go on me. They're going to die if they go on me. My team's going to kill them. So we push out bottom again. We're going to go for the racks now. I think I go for the rack. No, okay, my team didn't go. That's fine. So my team didn't want to show up. It's fine. We'll build up our spiders again. I think here's where I probably... At some point, I came to the realization that I should be cutting mid-wave more than I was. Because no one... Usually people do it. No one was doing it this game. So I'm like, I guess I could be doing it as I pipe up. And pipe works on the spiderlings, by the way. And at level 15, you get spiderlings health. So these spiderlings become pretty invincible. Like, the Summoning can't kill him. Right? And so he glyphs. He's like, oh, shit. The SFTB's back. I don't care. You know what I mean? You can see, like, they go on me. I don't even remotely panic. I'm like, I know you can't kill me. I know you cannot kill me. They TP the Lina too. Come on, guys. Come on. What are we doing here? All right? What are we doing here? Let's be realistic. Are you really gonna kill me? Come on. As we take the racks, bait out 3 heroes, kill the hoodwink. You know, it's just a day in the life, right? It's just a day in life. This is a vlog at this point. So we're gonna clear up some camps here. Oh yeah, this is where I cut the mid-wave. My team just was not doing it. I don't know. I guess they were afraid of Axe and Lina Shadowblade, which is fair. Enemy team has a lot of pick-off with Willow and Hoodwink too, so that's fine. I get my level 25. I did read 2 tomes this game. I'll keep it real. I read 2 of the 3 tomes. My team wasn't buying it. I didn't insta-buy it. They just weren't buying it. But we get our Octarine. We get our level 25. Level 25 is 35% Silken Bowl, is slow and mischance. Pretty crazy. A 90% slow and 90% mischance. That's kind of crazy. Yes, it's dispellable, but with Octarine, it's a 3-second downtime with the duration. 3 seconds. 90% mischance. This guy doesn't have BKB. You think he's going to be clicking me? No. He has 90% mischance, and I have Halberd. He's probably going to miss every auto attack. And I have 3,500 HP. So we go in here. At this point, I'm like, I don't care. If they go on me, the only way they kill me is they go on me with 5 heroes. Even then, I might not die. I'm not kidding. I might not die. If I get a Wraith back, I'm not going to die. Right? I'm not going to die. So I'm clearing this up. We're looking to take a Roach fight. I kind of wanted them to go on me. I was like almost pseudo-baiting. Like, I'm like, I wasn't 100% sure if I wouldn't die, but I was like pretty certain. So I wasn't full risking yet. But eventually, I find the SF. I'm like, all right, whatever. I see the SF. I have Vision of Axe. Like, I can kind of just prevent myself from getting called. So I run up the hill. I see the axe. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, I get some information from my team. So we can walk up the hill. We can look. Somehow Ember gets called, but he's fine. It wasn't even close. We put our spiderlings on the backline. It kind of gets killed off. I think my Wraith Pack gets killed off. I wasted a Wraith. I should be a bit more patient on late game. Late game Wraith Pack, you often want to wait to put it down. There's too many BKBs and a lot of attack speed. I think it's better to be a bit patient on it. But we get feared away by SF ulti. No big deal. From there, I probably should have popped my pipe a little bit earlier, but look at this damage. This is where we start to pop off. And did I Silken Bully the SF here? I hope so. I hope I'm not a noob. Surely I did, right? I'm not that bad. Because it's AoE. No, I guess I didn't. Shit. Alright, whatever. But yeah, we're just eviscerating their backline. Like, I'm just popping off. Like, at this point, I'm just popping off. I'm just going to keep it real. Like, the amount of impact I can have, because I'm untouchable, right? So I just run in. And they can't ignore me, too. It's like, you think, like, oh, I have a bunch of aura items. I don't do any damage. But that's just not the case, because when these BKBs wear out, my Spiderlings chunk, man. They chunk, and I chunk, too. With Insatiable Hunger, I'm hitting for 250. I even could have taken the base attack time during Insatiable Hunger talent. It's not bad. It's a 4-second downtime, 5. with Octarine. So I'm like constantly in insatiable hunger. I could have went that and went like Bloodthorn. That would have been an option to scale for sure. Could have went Bloodthorn, no doubt. But yeah, we kind of just take out their backline, right? Just solo kill the Lina, almost. She got stunned. But we take out the Lina, take out the SF, just body their backline. Hoodwink couldn't do what they wanted. Hoodwink kind of got zoned out by me. Willow got zoned out by me, and that's the game. And yeah, that's a good game of Brood. This hero, honestly, this game felt schnasty. I was like, I had a bad lane. Right? I couldn't even snowball as hard as I would want to. To be fair, I would say the ganks from my team were fantastic. They really enabled me. They killed right around my 6 timing. They helped me to get to my level 6. That was kind of it. They didn't even like gank on my 6 timing, which usually you do, but we couldn't really kill the axe. I actually did kill him the one time. That was with 4 heroes, but not with spiders. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I have another game that I want to make a video on. I'm probably going to do it. It's this game because yeah, I tried out the Brood a little bit. We're trying it out. I'm trying out Mag. This hero's fun, but it's hard. These games weren't even my fault. This game was some shit. My team was so griefing so hard. I was like having a good game. How is my drought almost as poor as my 4? I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna complain. Even this other game, I just got cucked. I just got like chain ganked or some shit. I don't know. It was so sad. I was having such a good lane, but I don't know. My teammates are just getting pwned. And then I started getting run at by the Ursa. I was doing well. I was laning against Ursa. I was beating his ass. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to complain. I am going to complain. But the game I want to show you is this game. I'm going to make a video on this. This game is fun. This game was fun. I went 29, 1, and 35. And my last death was literally at the end of the game. Because I dove their fountain trying to get 30 kills. It was really sad. The guy lived on like 1 HP and I died to the fountain. I wanted to cry. I really wanted to cry. But yeah, this game is crazy. 30, and you might be like, oh, they were feeding. They weren't feeding. Like, I'm not that far ahead of mid 10. It's not some like Giga Stomp. I mean, to be fair, I helped my team snowball, right? But like, the game was not free at all, right? This game is not free. This is not a free game. I crushed my lane, but this game is not free. They almost even came back. My Slark was feeding the hell out of this game. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for all your support. By the way, a lot of you guys messaged me about coaching. Some of you guys signed up. I am filled up with coaching students now. So maybe in a month and a half, 2 months, I'll be coaching more of you guys. So I'm really excited to start with the people that are doing it. Thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.